Where they at? Where they at? Oh, I remember those. What are these though? Real quick, just real quick. Oh, I do got another pair of shadows. Oh, y'all ready for these? I don't know why there's plastic over them, but this is supposed to be 2025. Yep, y'all ready for these? I swear it feels like people be up in the storage room. I know some people be checking in. There they go, there they go. With glitter and everything. Y'all see that glitter? That's what happens because of the paint that they used. Well, these are thickly cut, boy.
Always got the vibe, got the vibe, got the vibe, got the
Okay, here we go again. Today we have the Air Jordan 3 Black Cement. These are going to come out in November 23rd from what it looks like. And the last time that we've seen these officially was in 2018. And during 2018, I really wasn't collecting sneakers that much. I was only getting like what I deemed as necessary to get. But today I have a gifted pair. This isn't the official pair, but I have a gifted pair. And yeah, I noticed that the cards are kind of flimsy this time around. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe they're saving, trying to be carbon neutral and all that stuff. But the cards are just like paper. And here's the shoe. Again, this is just an early look gifted pair. It's not the official pair that we'll see on November 23rd. There are some small differences that we'll talk about. The paper looks a little cheaper this time around. So we'll just have to see when that comes around. And I'll try to get a pair even though I have these. This pair is really, really good. So shout out to the gifter that sent them. But I am going to try for a retail pair. And I think I'm about 80% sure that I'll get a pair. So today we're going to look at several Jordan 3s that I have. And we're going to focus on the shape. And as you can see, they went with a lighter elephant print this time around. And a smoother leather like the 2018s, which I'll pull out here in a minute. 2018s have a really thick, more of a detailed grain of black leather on the upper. It looks like they're not trying to do the whole reimagined thing with this pair, which is okay. And as you can see right there, you don't see the red in front of the tongue this time. It's like they don't want you seeing it. 2018s, you can see it. So they're not trying to recreate the 2018 pair with this pair at all. And for me, that's a good thing because I personally like the shape of this newer pair than the 2018s. So it looks like they're going to be putting Dream Cell for the insole, which is good. It's better than Ortholite, and it is comfortable. The polyurethane ones are good too, but they take up a lot of space in the shoe, and you might have to rethink your sizing. For an example, the Amamanier 3s had that quilted inside, and it kind of made the shoe too snug for me. So I wish I would have got a 10 in those, but I did notice wearing 3s for a couple days, they do stretch out a little bit, and make sure you clip your toenails too. That does help. But this pair I'm holding looks really, really good. And the theme of the video is going to be shape and the cut of the elephant print around the toe box, the mud guard, because that's pretty much the most inconsistent piece of the sneaker, this piece right here, and the different types of grain and shades and textures of elephant print. And we'll get into several 3s here in a second, but I just want to make sure you guys see every inch of this pair. It's a beautiful pair, and they're really, really comfortable, like really, really comfortable. Go true to size. And good luck to everyone that's going to try to get these in November. I'm going to try to get them, and I know there's going to be a lot of pairs made. I mean, the pairs are actually already made right now, but I still think they're going to sell out instantly. Hopefully I get like a shock drop or something like that. But here is the 2018 pair. That little tag on the box was like a Foot Locker stamp. I did get these from Foot Locker, and I had a size 10 back then. This is when I didn't know my true Jordan 3 size because I didn't have a lot of them. I settled on 9.5s moving forward, but the 10 is okay. All right, so 2018 versus 2014, what should you expect? And notice there's like a little air hole on the boxes now. It was never like that on the 2018s. It appears that the box on the right has more stamps and branding. That's the 2018 pair. It has a Jumpman logo, a Wings logo. It has all this other stuff on it. That's just how it was back then for some reason. I know over time things change with boxes and branding and requirements and copyrights, I guess. So here's the 2018, and I know a lot of people, it's kind of a mixed bag of reviews. Some people like the 2018 better than what we're getting in 2014. I personally like what we will be getting in 2014. They just look overall better for me. And I like the lighter shade of elephant print. It's never been done before, but I do like it. Notice that the bottom is more of a bluish, clayish looking color. The 2018s, it's not because they're dirty, but they use just a different type of bottom on that. Right here, we're looking at the leather on the uppers, and the grain is totally different. They use more of a richer grain on the 2018s, smoother on the 2014s. It's a bit more glossy on the 2018s on the upper, especially with them being as old as they are. And you see the back is a little pointed on my pair for the heel, if you caught that. But just looking at it, it's just so different. I'm wondering why they went with such a light shade of elephant print. Look at the toe box. Like, that leather just looks a lot more premium, if you want to say that, than this smooth look. And I'm not mad at the smooth look. I just think that the thicker grain, or whatever we're going to call it, it might crease up a little bit less. And see, with the 2018s, they want you to see the red behind the tongue, which is, I don't know how I really feel about that. I'm not actually sure why they decided to do that. To me, that part doesn't really matter. I mean, I lace my 3s up typically all the way up to the last lace hole, so you really don't see much of the tongue the way I wear them anyway. But look at that. It's just a nicer, I don't want to say nicer, it's just a different material that they used. It's just totally different. And look at my right shoe. Those are both the 2018s. You see how oxidized the right shoe was? And it had glitter on it too. Only my left shoe, it looks like, has glitter, and that's because of the paint and the finish that they use back in 2018. But moving along, we have the elephants, the dark elephants, I believe what these are called, with the flip-up box. The non-Nike Air boxes have the flip-up box, and I love these. I really, really, really love this shoe. This is probably in my top 5 Jordan 3s of all time. I don't care what anybody says. I love these. I got these from GOAT, and I got them for less than retail, so that's always a good thing. What I like the most about the dark elephants is the shape of this shoe. This is by far my favorite shape of Jordan 3s. Like, it's done so perfectly. It's actually closer than the original, like the OGs from 88. The shape is closer to that. Like, they start making the elephant print of a thicker cut after 88, and I just like it slim. I like that very little, see how it's just curving over just a little bit like that? I don't like it thick like the 2018s. I like it to curve over like that. It's just a beautiful shoe. Now, this is an interesting pair right here. This is a pair with that same cut, and this is a gifted pair. It's not an official pair, it's a gifted pair. And I actually like this pair, this gifted pair, better than my retail 2018s because the shape is just beautiful. It's not pointed up there. And I did review this shoe a while back, and I just love it. Like, look how they're cut. This is actually supposed to be their version of the 2018s. Like, look at the quality of the leather. It's supposed to match the 2018s, but the shape of it is closer to the reimagined white cements that came out that year. This is a beautiful shoe, guys. Like, I love this shoe. I like it better than my retail pair. I just do. So it's going to be really interesting. See that cut? It's not super grainy. And well, what I mean by grainy is like rich. And here's the reimagined 3s, the white cements, and I did get this pair from GOAT. You can tell by the little stamp. And look how these are cut. This is pretty much the same cut as those gifted pairs I just pull out. And notice the shade of the reimagined 3s, the white cement. It's darker. They didn't go with the light print for some reason. Maybe it didn't exist maybe when they did the white cements. And that's cool. I love how the white cements looked. I think they knocked it out of the park. There was a lot of inconsistencies with this shoe, and yes, the right shoe does look different from the left shoe as far as the elephant print around the mudguard. It is totally different. Like, look at them. They're two different shades of elephant print. The cut's totally different, and we have this cheap paper Ricard in there as well. And I guess that I'm pretty sure that's what we'll get with the 2024 Black Cement 3s. And here's one of my favorites for sure. This is the Mocha 3. They're cut a little bit thick. This is okay. This is a 9.5. This is when I kind of figured it out. And I can't remember when these came out, but I remember I got these at Foot Locker, and they told me they had like 9 pairs. And I remember picking these up over the, what are those called? Like the weatherized 12s. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I did, because these are like so hard to get. I remember having a used pair back in 2001, like a size 11. I couldn't even fit them, but I loved them, so I'm glad I got them again. And here's a very interesting rare pair called the Katrinas, I think, that they were supposed to be called. And the receipt, what is that? That's 2018. See, I was getting lucky around 2018. And there was also a coupon code I had on these as well. These also came from Foot Locker. I wish I would have got these at 9.5 though. That's my only gripe about the shoe. But you can tell the elephant print is darker, it's thicker cut, and this looks pretty much exactly like the Black Cement 3s that came out in 2018. This is like the same type of shape, really good leather on the upper. I wish these would have had Nike here on the back. That would have killed it. Those were supposed to come back out, but they canceled them for some reason. And here's kind of an oddball. These are the Cool Gray 3s. This is a pair that I got from the sneakers app. I just hit on them. This is when it was like, well, those are really pointy in the back for some reason. This was when it was like kind of hard to get 3s off the sneakers app, so I just went for them. I do like them. This is the 190 days too. That was the 190 days flip up top box. And look at this card. That's the thicker card. Oh, I love this pair. I'm about to pull out right here. I love this pair. Ooh. See, this is another perfect shape. This is how I like my 3s to look. That's funny. There's 2 cards in there. And I think that papery card is the card that's supposed to go, and the thicker card that's cardboard-like is my Black Cement 3s from 2018. But this shoe right here, I love this sneaker. I don't even want to wear it. It's so clean. And I paid resale for these. I paid right about retail for resale from GOAT with these. And I bought these way after the fact when they came out. I really wasn't the hugest fan of the shoe, but the cut is so nice. I had to have them. I don't know when I'm going to wear them, but maybe one day. I don't know when, but maybe one day. And look at the cut. A lot thinner, a lot darker. And again, I'm doing all this just to show you how inconsistent elephant print is. And what do we have next? They have that weird stamp on the bottom of that box. Those might have came from overseas. GOAT, sometimes they'll do that. Here's another kind. This is a woman's pair. Another flip up top box, no Nike on the back. This is the Lucky Greens. And again, I'm only pulling these out because of shape and elephant print around the toe box. We got that darker kind of print. They're cut beautifully. And I got these below retail, and notice that they're continue on with that. See how the bottom's kind of bluish? It's no longer that darker gray from the 2018. I should actually be wearing this pair right here. I don't know why I'm not wearing them. I kind of went crazy on GOAT one time when I realized you can get sneakers for under retail, and especially nowadays. But here's a pair I got that's gifted. These are the free throw lines, and look how dark the elephant print is. It's cut. That's cut. Yeah, it looks exactly like what we're going to be getting in 2024 almost. Sort of like that. And I love this shoe too. I was surprised that they actually hooked me up with these. They fit amazing. They look amazing. And they're like a fresh breath from the Reimagined 3s. I've seen the Reimagined 3s so much. It was nice to have those in the collection. I think I'm going to pull out one more. This is I regret buying these. They were so expensive, and I got them in a 9.5. I wish I would have got a 10. But I was just wearing them the other day, and I kind of got some more love for them. But you see how they're cut? I do like how they're cut. But this shoe is kind of a league of its own. But I really didn't need them. I didn't need to pick those up. But that's my thoughts, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I just wanted to show you a whole bunch of different 3s, the cuts, the shapes, the inconsistency of the elephant print. I hope you hit on these. If you do want them, peace and love. Follow me on IG, and I'm out.